We're in today with the GTX 770 from MSI 2013. I'm gonna see how it's running today in 2023. This video card has 2 GB of VRAM, 256 bits bus width, DirectX 11 support with 1536 shaders. The core clock runs on 1085 MHz with the memory clock on 1753 MHz. We're gonna pair this up with this i7 9 Gen. I'm gonna see how it's running in 2023. Let's just see how this video card is working. Alright, GTA 5. Everything is on low details. Let's see how the game is performing online. Alright, we're in GTA Online. Let's see how it's running. Apparently, we are getting some nice averages here on the lobby. This is quite good. 80 FPS. Still rocking this video card, seriously. I'm not gonna lie, I like the averages that I'm seeing with minimals of 46 and 76, 75 on 1%. I chose the lowest details because I want to see the GPU excel. The CPU apparently it's running on 40 FPS, 40%, nearly to 50% load, barely hitting up this CPU. But on the GPU side, on the core load, I get around 70% load with 65 degrees on the core. That is exactly what I need. 1.8 gig of VRAM. It's exactly the limit on this video card. I'm not gonna lie. 1.8 gig of VRAM. And plus the TDP on this video card, 180 watts. It's like nearly 200 watts on this video card. And this is a 770. And I didn't even say that 780 Ti or a GTX Titan or a Titan Xeon. No. 770, 200 watts, nearly. Alright, let's see how it's running in the casino. Apparently, we are getting 70, 80 FPS. 70 FPS. Please do not give me a t-shirt. Again, look at it, it's on t-shirt. Well, better than the t-shirt, I can guarantee you that. But at the same time, Fortnite is running really nice in with this video card, so we're gonna see how it's running with performance mode on low detail. So the GPU is keep getting hotter and hotter, but apparently it doesn't wanna cool it down. 1300 RPM. Do I have to do this manually myself? Apparently I have to step in as soon as possible. Alright, so apparently I had to step in order to cool the video card down, and I put the video card's fan on 2800 RPM. I can actually see that the GPU cooler is getting a bit more efficient, you know, it's cooling the video card a bit faster. So 69 degrees on the GPU apparently with 196 wattage. That's actually a good number if you're asking me. Yes, definitely 160, 180 on average. Not a good minimal actually. I think it will depend on how many people will be online. So at the moment I'm around 19-20 FPS on minimal with 89 on 1%. Actually it's 46 on minimal now. The CPU is doing a really fantastic job staying on 50-60 watts and not overheating. 50 degrees on a CPU, it's quite cool considering it's an i7 9 Gen. And the system RAM is quite decent, 9.3 from 32 gig. So if you're having 16 gig, it's quite enough. But on the GPU side, apparently we are eating 1.3 gig of VRAM and having an 80% core load on this video card. Now I had to max out the fan 2700 RPM and in order to keep that 65 degrees on check. Now 180 watts from a video card like this. Damn, Daniel, that's a really power hungry video card, seriously, if you're asking me. Alright, we're in PUBG. Let's see some test settings here because I do want to see how this game is performing on 1080p with actually let's start from very low and we're gonna go up in the details if it's running really nice. Already a promise start, seriously, considering GTX 770, you know, and PUBG. PUBG, it's well known back in the days to be not very efficient with this type of video card, you know. But at this stage, I got like 60 FPS on average, and I'm really enjoying this, seriously. On the CPU side, apparently it's around 50% load with 55 watts and a nice temperature of 55 on maximum. Under 60 degrees, it's quite okay. The GPU core is maximum, it's on maximum load. Can actually see it's struggling to be cooled down, you know, on 67 degrees, even though the RPM is on maximum. Overall, the GPU is doing a fantastic job, even though it's reaching 180 watts consumption on TDP. I think is still capable on delivering the FPS. On the VRAM side, apparently, it's reaching maximum load, and that's not okay, because that's the point where it becomes unstable, you know. 1.8 gig of VRAM. I don't know if it's reaching 2 gig of VRAM or 1.9 gig of VRAM, but until this point, I think this is the limit. So very low details, it's exactly what this video card needs. Okay, let's try Apex and see how it's running on 1080p. Everything is on low details with adaptive resolution FPS targets on 100. This is very important because it will give it a kick, a boost in order to get those FPS. Alright, we're in the air and already have a lot of FPS, like 60-70 FPS on average. This is quite fantastic, even though the minimals and 1% it's horrible. The CPU is like 50% load, and that's exactly what I need. I can't complain, seriously, with this FPS. I can't complain. It's working so nice. So the CPU, it's doing a fantastic job. It's reaching only 61 wattage, 67 actually. But the GPU, it's on maximum load, and I cannot, how should I say, stress out that even it's on maximum load, it's still delivering. It's still delivering the performance. VRAM, it's only it managed to reach maximum 1.9 gig of VRAM used, and you can actually see that's the limit on this video card. Actually, both the core and the VRAM. But it's doing a fantastic job overall on 1080p.
Enemy. Marking our targets. Deploying me to the cluster.
This was cool.
You are the Apex champions.
Main power, JJ. Yeah. Let's test World of Tanks. This GPU is well known to work with a game like this really nice because of the 2 gig of VRAM. I'm gonna keep it here with medium settings because this is exactly what I need from this game. So I'm interested in a game that runs very smooth and doesn't how should I say, put the video card in a very difficult position. So hence why we are in World of Tanks. There's a lot of games that you can play with this video card, but at this stage I think it's important to find that list of games that makes your hardware look better or run better. One of those games that needs to run on every potato hardware, so I will test it with everything that I have. So let's see how we're doing, seriously. I know this from my experience, that this game is one of those games that managed to put a lot of wattage consumption in the hardware. For instance, today I got 192 watts on the GPU. That's a lot of wattage from a video card like this. This is GTX 770, so getting 66 degrees with that and 98-97% core load shows you that the GPU is doing the job, you know. The 1.6 gig of VRAM. So hence why I'm on medium details. That's it, we stop there. You know, the CPU has no problem, 40-50% load. It gives me exactly what I need with 60 watts consumption, and I'm averaging 170, 150, 170 FPS, you know, with 60 minimals. That's a decent number for an old video card like this. Seriously, 128 FPS on 1%, it's exactly what I need from this. Oh yeah, what a random shot was that. Come on, this is my position. You actually thought you're gonna do something that, what the... Okay, defender is not okay, because it's of his plates. Maybe I can reach him on top of his head there. Come on, you're doing a fantastic job. Oh, look at that. Defender, we have to check. Oh, that was so lovely. The overall situation with this video card is that I have a lot of video cards from 700 series, and this is a very generic video card. Like, it's a very safe bet. The only thing that is my recommendation for having a couple of GPUs from this series is that ideal will be to have a video card with more VRAM. But even though 2 gig of VRAM from this video card, it's still enough, I think it will be ideal to have more, like 3 or 4 gig of VRAM. Now, aside from that, if you know how to select the games and you know how to, how shall I say, get what you want from this hardware, a video card like this can actually serve you really well, restoring an old computer or just having a backup video card. You know, it's ideal to have a secondary GPU or a secondary computer. Doesn't know, you know, just put it on a shelf as a backup. Doesn't matter. A very, how should I say, a very awesome video card, considering it's a 10 years old video card. And yeah, I still recommend this video card as a daily driver, if you're asking me. I have no problem. I have no problem with a video card like this. It's got HDMI port, display ports, DVI, everything that I need for my system. So yeah, I really like it. Seriously, overall, it's a nice video card. So what do you think?